Hi, welcome to my back-to-back video upon electricity, and the current video is upon the topic of some landmark judgments on electricity laws. So I've again made a small chronology of judgments from 1995 till 2017, and I'm gonna start here. We will start with the 1995 judgment of Isha Marble versus Bihar State Electricity Board. This is a Supreme Court judgment. There was an auction purchaser, and the Supreme Court decided what would be the liability of the old consumer and the new registered owner of the property. So the new purchaser of the electricity was held liable to pay up the demands of the old connection installed at the premises. So coming to 1996, now this is a judgment of MP Electricity Board versus Hirsch Wood Products. This is again a Supreme Court judgment. The issue of hearing before there was an issue of hearing before disconnection. It was a meter tampering case, and the personal hearing to be given before the disconnection was adjudicated upon by the Supreme Court of India. Now, in 1998, Century Laminating versus MCD was passed. This is a Delhi High Court judgment. It was a FAE, that is fraudulent abstraction of energy and subletting case, and it was upon its penalty, and findings were given. The metering equipment was under the locked premises of the erstwhile DESU, and in fact the name change letter was also given to DESU before the date of inspection. So the Honorable High Court ruled in favor of the petitioners and against the electricity department. Now in 1999 came Power Crisis versus Union of India, and afterwards 2004 Sohanlal versus NDPL was passed. This is again a Delhi High Court judgment. Justice Kaul passed a judgment upon the issue of tariff applicability in cases of theft. There was a 6 into 5 formula, there was a 4 into 3 formula. So Justice Kaul decided upon that, and that as to what kind of tariff, what particular tariff should be applicable upon the theft matters. Now again in 2006, power crisis in NCT of Delhi versus Union of India happened. The establishment of special courts and other things were discussed in this judgment. Afterwards, in 2006, again, Transmission Corporation of AP Limited versus Sri Ramakrishna Rice Mill. This was a Supreme Court judgment. It was upon provisional bill and assessment, and the cross examination of the electricity official, and also on personal hearing. Now in 2006, Madhu Garg versus NDPL was also passed by Justice Karju, and Isha Marble case was discussed. Again, the new owner, whether liable for the previous dues, was discussed, and Isha Marble case was again relied upon and discussed at length. Now in 2006, again, Harvinder Motors versus BSES was passed. It was upon tampering of meter, higher load than sanctioned, and consumption pattern. DERC rules were discussed, personal hearing was discussed, opportunity to explain the case before the department was given in this case again. Now in 2007, Bimla Gupta versus State judgment was passed by Honorable High Court. It was on quashing of FIR under Section 135 Electricity Act. The petitioner moved a writ petition to quash the proceedings, and the matter which came up before the court was whether an FIR, in spite of the new act being coming into force and a complaint case to be registered, can a police FIR be registered against the accused? And the court said yes, it can, and registration of FIR, it was made permissible even under the new act. So now in 2007, Colonel R.K. Nayyar versus BSC's judgment was passed by Justice Murlidhar. It was upon meter box seals missing, and the court adjudicated and comprehensively decided that there has to be conclusive evidence to make out a tampering case, and only consumption pattern is not enough to make out a case of DAE or FAE. And in fact, they could have done AccuCheck. So this is how the consumer got the relief from Delhi High Court. Now there's one more 2008 Justice Murlidhar judgment of Radheshyam Bansal versus BSES. This is a very landmark judgment by the Honorable Delhi High Court on compounding offences of theft, and it is upon the civil liability and acquittal. So the the Honorable Delhi High Court Justice Muralidhar upheld the decision of the special court that once the compounding happened, the accused were acquitted and no civil liability could be adjudicated upon. And then now in 2008, BL Kantru versus BSES. This was a long drawn battle upon the declaratory suits being filed till 2002, till the enactment of Electricity Act 2003. Every consumer or every person who against whom a penalty was being raised was filing a civil suit for declaration, permanent and mandatory injunction in the courts. But after coming into force of the new act of Electricity Act 2003, under Section 145, it was barred, and therefore this law was discussed at length, and the plaint was dismissed on the same ground. Now in 2009, Vardhaman Properties versus BSES happened. In this case, Bhasin Motors versus NDPL, Udham Singh versus BSES, and Jagdish Narayan versus NDPL. All these three judgments were discussed, and also it was discussed upon the whether Section 135 is a cognizable offence. And in fact, in this case, the complainant company was at a step back because the case got dismissed. The petition was allowed, and the court held that the complainant failed to establish its case in saying that during the trial. Now in 2011, Sushil Sharma versus BSES, Justice S.N. Dhingra. This was an appeal against acquittal, and Justice Dhingra discussed the load report as well as whether the accused was why he was not arrested on the spot, and dismissed the appeal of the appellants and upheld the conviction of the accused. Now, Meena Chaudhary versus BSES case happened in 2015. This was a direct theft matter. Now, in 2017, Rameshwar Karan Singh versus BSES. This is Justice Mukta Gupta's judgment upon owner, user, registered owner who should be made as a party to a criminal complaint under Section 135 Electricity Act. This is also a very important judgment. Now, again, you should also see Precision Pipes versus BSES. There was a 98 kilowatt connection and a 46 kilowatt connection. It was upon large industrial power and intermixing of load as alleged by the company. This was an RSA which was dismissed, and the consumer got relief in this matter also, as they had made out a penalty of misuser. So these were some judgments of electricity which are helpful in theft and misuse matters, and I hope things are a little bit clear. I was a little bit fast, but to make it easier, you should go through these judgments, and I hope to resolve all the issues of electricity through this. Thank you so much. Bye bye.